Good evening, guys. இன்னைக்கும் hope everyone is doing great. இன்னைக்கு நம்ம ஆர்கன் கோஸ்ட் நேற்றுக்கு கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணாததுலேருந்து கண்டினியூ பண்ண போகிறோம். ஆக்சுவலி நேற்றுக்கு முடிக்கணும்னு ட்ரை பண்ணேன், பட் என்னால் முடியலை. ஐ எம் எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம்லி சாரி அபவுட் தேட். ஸோ இன்றைக்கி கரெக்டாக ஒரு 7:15 7:20 அவ்வளோ வரைக்கும் நமக்கு டைம் இருக்குது. அதுக்குள்ளாடி முடிக்க ட்ரை பண்ணுவோம் guys. ஓகே, உள்ள போவோம். நம்ம இந்த கிரேட் லார்டோட ரிமைனிங் கான்ஷியஸ்னஸ்குள்ளே தான் போகிறோம். அங்கே போய் பிரின்ஸு எப்படிடா இருக்க? ஹாய் ஹாய் ஹாய். இன்றைக்கி 9 o'clock கென்ஷன் இருக்கும். கென்ஷன் சொல்ல பேர் பப்ஜி இருக்கும். விளையாடுறான்னா சொல்லு, சரியா? ஜாயின் பண்ணிக்கலாம். டன் கென்ஷன் ஸ்டோரி தாண்டா போயிட்டுருக்கு. நீ இப்போ கென்ஷன் விளையாடுறான்னு கூட எனக்கு தெரில. பிரின்சிபல் கென்ஷன் விளையாடுறியா? சரிதான். ஓ மை காட், பிரின்ஸே கென்ஷன் விளையாடலையா?
Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert.
Hi Sandeep. Hi hi.
Was successfully repelled thanks to King Deshret's self-sacrifice and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly exhausting her power. Then a second instance
of the Greater Lord consciousness kulla perukkom bro. Namukku paapom.
But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time.
Ana nee correct 7:15 varaikkum stream irukum.
Already in danger.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also
yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very well be due to her restoration of Ermin's soul.
Evening class irukka? Enna school adu? நீ ஸ்கூல்ல மாத்த போறோம். ஸ்கூல் சரியில்லை.
Sharing her pain. The pollution of her consciousness here is severe. There is madness, chaos, and pain all around her. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions, all the way up to her last breath? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes. Her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge.
விட்டா அங்கேயே பெட் போட்டு தரோன்னு இங்கேயே தூங்குமான்னு சொல்லிடுவாங்க உங்கள் ஸ்கூலில்.
But now we have a chance to find the answer to this mystery. We can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet with her lucid consciousness. And then we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person. Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while we are here. Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must always keep a clear mind. Don't worry, it should be...
இதெல்லாம் சொன்னாதாங்க பிரச்சனை. 8 PM வரைக்குமா? இதோட ஜெயில் பெட்டராக இருக்கும் போல இருக்கு. வாவ்.
That's the boat of consciousness, which
boat of consciousness.
Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards. If we...
Wow! What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Goodbye. Hey, no savra ni. Aha. Mama, your mama do.
Come on, focus.
यार அங்க இருக்கான். நான் அவனை மறந்துட்டேனே. ஓ. இத்துலாம்.
Access denied.
Not bad. Super bro. நான் நீங்கள் நேற்றுக்கு முடிச்சுக்கலாம்னு நினச்சேன். பட் ரொம்ப லேட் ஆகிடுச்சு. மார்னிங் வர சீக்கிரம் எலமெண்ட்மாக ஒர்க்குனால அதனால சீக்கிரம் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டு போயிட்டேன். ஓகே பை பாய். சாவல அதுங்களா? சரிதான். இதுங்க கூட ஃபைட் பண்ணுறது தான் கடுப்பாக இருக்கும். வாங்கடா வாங்க. எங்கே போச்சு இந்த பெரிய எருமாட காணும்? ஆஹா என்னதான் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கு. ஒரு அடி இன்சைட்ஸ். வெல்பி வந்துட்டியா? பின்னாடி தான் வரோம். ஐயோ அம்மா அடிச்சிட்டானே. ஜஸ்ட் மிஸ். கானியோ மர்க்கியா நீ வாடா. கானியோ மர்க் சாவ போறாடா டேய். என்னடா இவ்வளோ தான் குறையுது? இப்போ சாவு எவ்வளோ உள்ளது? 22 தானா? என்ன அங்கே ஓடி போகணுமா? வேறு லெவல். நான் போகக்கூடிய வழியிலனா இப்படி பொரிய வச்சுட்டு பண்ணணும்டா பண்ணுறது. ஒன்று இருக்கா? என்னங்க நான் இப்போ செத்துருப்பேன். டே எப்படா ஸ்லைட் ஆகிக்கல போனா? ஓகே நெக்ஸ்ட் பார்ட். இது வித்தியாசமாக இருந்துச்சு. இதுதான் நமக்கு முதல் முடிக்க வேண்டிய ஆட். ஃபீல் ஆயிடுச்சா? இவனா? என்னடா எருமாடு. Weakness.
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first.
சைடில் படி இருக்கு. ஆமாம் ஃபைட்டு தான். ஃபுல்லாக ஃபைட்டாக போயிட்டுருக்கு. ஓ நம்ம போட்டு ஓட்ட போகிறோமா? நம்ம ஓட்ட மாட்டோமா? அவன் தான் கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணணும். எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச சொல்ல மாட்டேனா?
Judging from the current route, the boat of consciousness will soon take us out of
ஓகே
here.
ஓகே 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 என்னடா துடுப்பு காற்றுல மிதந்துட்டுருக்கே. அவன் போட்டே காற்றுல பறக்குது. ரியல் லைஃப்பில் எப்படி ஒரு போட் இல்லை நமக்கு
We'll be
போட்டுனா
arriving at our destination soon. How are you
ஒன்
feeling?
பீஸில் உள்ள மாரி
Are
தான்.
your minds still intact?
Huh? But everything's been completely normal for Paimon.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
No, it seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job.
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her.
எனக்கு என்னமோ ரெண்டுமே ஒரே ஆள் தான் தோணுது. மனசு சொல்லுது, பட் ஸ்டில் நம்ம கன்க்ளூஷனுக்கு வரண்டாம். அப்புறம் இந்த நியூஸ் வரைச்சுனா புசுக்குன்னு போயிடும் அந்த
So,
எக்ஸைட்மெண்ட்.
is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
நல்லா இருக்கே. நமக்கு ஒரு கண்ட்ரோலும் இல்லை. நம்மளால் ஸ்பீடாகவும் ஓட முடியல. அது பாட்டுக்கு ஓடிட்டுருக்கு. வாவ்,
Well,
பியூர்
this is
லைஃப்லாம்
the
பிளேஸ்
place.
இருந்தாலும் நல்லாயிருக்கும்.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The one standing over there is...
is that me? Are you Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature. Why?
Because you are me, and I
நினைச்சேன்.
am you.
நினச்சேன்.
You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to will be along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was... It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Tevat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone, which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all of the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well.
Nothing is free.
From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no.
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be so. I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wait, no, I can't.
So you realize what that implies? You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world, but this is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. How can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Buer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
No need to feel so sad, Buer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding the answer. These are the words in their entirety. the answer you've been seeking, I'll let the world completely forget me. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people.
ப்ரோ நான் கஷ்டப்பட்டு பேசக்கூடாதுன்னு இருக்கிறேன் ப்ரோ.
Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
Okay.
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying? I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from, but I feel very sad. Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Irminsul consciousness from 500 years ago. Then, we removed the remaining pollution from Irminsul.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
நோப் சொல்லாதடா சொல்லாத. நான் இங்கே வந்துட்டோமா guys?
Huh? That sound.
I've been waiting here far too long.
டாக்டரா?
But finally
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected. It doesn't have any effect on gods. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the god of wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this world?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of time. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals.
யாரியா நீ சைக்கோவா இப்படி பண்ணி வச்சிருக்க?
Indulge me. How does the god of wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
Stupid.
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment.
அதான் scientist.
You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded,
இது
you
பேர்
would have had a
டாக்டர்
new
நினைக்க
god on your
கூடாது.
hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome.
ஆமா.
individual,
இவன் பேசுறது
you
பார்த்தா
don't have
திரும்பி
any
எனக்கு
sense of belonging.
வேற ஒருத்தர் ஞாபகம் வந்தாரு. ஆனா லைவ்ல வேண்டாம், அவருக்கு பேர சொல்லண்டாம்.
Than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that electro-gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me?
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar.
Your hypocrisy is built on
அந்த டயலாக்ல
absolute
அடிக்கடி சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன், அதான்
confidence.
கடுப்பா இருக்கு. I am also a scholar.
I understand your scheme, but what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles?
Wow, super bro. Nice.
Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising.
Bro,
I
year
thought you would
35
show
னா
evidence or
இந்த
use
Archon question
rigorous
வந்திருப்பீங்களான்னு
reasoning to prove
தெரியல.
your point.
உங்களுக்கு
The
ஸ்பாயிலர்ஸ்
word gamble
பிரச்சனை இல்லைன்னா
is
நீங்க
the
உங்களுக்கு
last
கரெக்டா
thing up,
இருக்கும்.
but this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this electrognosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think this is the end? Wait,
அவனுக்கு தாட்ஸா
Good riddance, Count.
you will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you
திடீர்னு
to
ஆகாஷாவை க்ளோஸ்
exploit.
பண்ணியாச்சுன்னா காமெடி ஆயிருமே.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements
ஃபார்
have
எக்ஸாம்பிள்
never been
நம்மள்ட்ட
appreciated
ஜிபே
in
மட்டும்
my
யூஸ் பண்ணி பழகிட்டு
homeland.
திரும்பி ஜிபே வேலை செய்யான்னு சொல்லி
Of
கொடுமையாக
course,
இருக்கும்ல அதே
I have
மாதிரி.
no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendrognosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there? Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh. Judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way.
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye.
நமக்கு காட்டணும்னு தெரியல
With
guys.
negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
ஓகே நமக்கு அவன் காட்டுற பிளான்ல இல்லை guys. அப்போ ஜினோசஸ் போயிடுச்சு கொடுத்தாச்சு இதையும் கொடுத்தாச்சு. அப்போ 1 2 3 4 நாலாவது. திரும்பி அதே ரூமா.
Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up. Good morning. How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well.
மட்டும் விஆர்ல இருந்து இத பார்க்க வேண்டியது இருந்துச்சுன்னா எவ்வளவு கொடுமையா இருக்கும். எழும்புனானே மூஞ்சி முன்னாடி வந்து நின்னுச்சுன்னா ஜஸ்ட் இமேஜின் கைஸ். விஆர்ல மட்டும் இது இருந்துச்சுன்னா நான்லாம் டென்ஷனா இருப்பேன். Guys, just a sec. நான் ஆட்டோ ப்ளே போட்டு விட்றேன். ஏன்னா டாக் வரைக்கும் பார்த்துட்டேன்.
Come on, traveler. Let's go.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
விஷ் இல்லை ப்ரோ, கொஞ்சம் சேவ் பண்ணலான்னு ஒரு ஐடியாவில் சுற்றிட்டு இருக்கேன். இன்னைக்கு ஃபுல் நைட்டாக வாய்ப்பே இல்லை. ஐயோ, இதை முடிக்கணுமா? இதெல்லாம் முடிக்கணும். நெய்லு இது 3 முடிக்கணுமா? ஓ மை காட், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நெய்லுக்கு போ. ஆமாயா, நிறைய முடிக்காம சொன்னல, தெரியும்ல. ஆர்கன் தேவையானது மட்டும் தான் முடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஆமா, பேனர்ல என்னெல்லாம் இருக்கு? ஓ நெஹிடா, இது என்ன கேரக்டரு? ஓ நெஹிடா அண்ட் நெய்டு. போனத்தில் இருந்த பேனரில் ஒரு 4 ஸ்டார் கேரக்டருக்காக விஷ் பண்ணி தொலைத்து விட்டேன். ஆனால் நெஹிடா தேவையில்லை. வெப்பனில் இந்த கிரேட் கிளைமோர் கிடச்சினா நல்லாயிருக்கும். வேறு வெப்பன் பேனரில் ட்ரை பண்ணுவோமா? Guys, weapon banner try me up.
It's so nice to de-stress.
பேஷுக்கு சேவ் பண்ணிடலான்னு சொல்கிறியா? ஓகே, டன். ஓகே காய்ஸ், நம்ம சேவ் பண்ணுவோம் காய்ஸ். விஷ் பண்ணண்டாம். ஐயோ, தப்பாக போகிறோம் டேரக்ஷனு. இதுனா வாசல் வரோம் இல்லையா? அதானே பார்த்தேன். ஓ, அந்த பக்கமாக ரூட் இருந்துச்சா? சரி, தேவையில்லாம ஒரு சுற்றிட்டோமா? நல்ல விஷயம்.
Next on the agenda.
Ooh.
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration. I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand.
இந்த கொஸ்டின்லாம் அடிச்சு விட்டுருவோம் கைஸ். முடிஞ்ச ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக ஸ்பீட் ரன் பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணுவோம்.
Maybe we really
ஸ்பீட் ரன்
should have
பண்ணதில்லைன்னு
prepared
நினைக்கிறேன் நான்.
it.
கிடைக்கும்.
And we could pass it is. All we can do is...
Maybe I didn't do that. Oh, don't think like. And besides, you. There's nothing to be.
guys
There
இத
aren't any
பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கே
right.
குழம்பா எனக்கே குழம்பா இருந்துச்சு என்ன நடக்குதுன்னு தெரியல
Maybe this. Everyone, over
நமக்கு
here.
ஸ்டோரி சொல்றதுக்கு ஒருத்தர் இருக்கார் நம்ம குரூப்ல will be
Take it easy and relax. If you don't say anything.
Using it as a gift, though?
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present. Yeah, it feels like, but it looks like
are you
Actually,
sure man
Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone. We're gonna get our.
Pipe down. The louder you all are, the more you've worked on it for so long.
will be உன்னோட செகண்டரி அக்கவுண்ட் உனக்கு உண்டா இதுக்கு ஒரு செகண்டரி அக்கவுண்ட் ஒன்னு வச்சிருந்தல்ல கிரியேட் பண்ணல ஸ்டார்டிங் பீரியட்ல
Is Mr. Zubair here? Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the Academia. This celebration, or whatever it is, must stop at once.
What a condescending
done.
guy.
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish it.
yep oh 200 விஷயம்
As
இருக்குமா
its
ட்ரை
manager,
பண்ணுவோம்
you must
ஆனா
halt
கை
all
குறுகுறுன்னு இருக்குமே
operations. And
Why? Why force?
little girl, this is not the first time you've been.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked. And now I suddenly only have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days.
That issue is of no concern. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly.
Demolition?
The Academia has never liked us. And they've never. This isn't the first time they've come by. But our audience isn't the Academia. If our shows are too difficult to understand, or too removed from everyday life, changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our. Yeah. The theater is very important.
The way they're doing things.
But I also.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same. We have already.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? Their family?
What academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the Academia's name to threaten us. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is... You've always been awful. But even I never thought my father would...
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not waste more time on pointless. Wrap everything up
okay
and make
bro
preparations to
நீ
shut
கலர் ட்ரெஸ்ல
down
போ
at
bro என்ன
once.
கலர் போட்டு போற
Ah.
ஆமாயா அதனால
Why is he
180
always
plus
like
160
that?
அதான் யோசிக்கிறேன் எப்படி எடுக்கிறது
This is quite the misfortune, but there's no... That's it for today, everyone. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow.
நல்ல ஷர்ட் இல்லையா ஏன் ப்ரோ வாட் ஹேப்பன்ட் எல்லாம்
Sorry.
துவைக்க போட்டீங்களா
I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion.
There's no need to apologize, Nilu. No, is what that guy said true? The Academia has already given you many.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish. After Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen to the Academia, right?
Nahida?
She'd probably help if she knew what was going on. No matter how nasty the Academia could get, surely they can't win it.
No. I wasn't doubting her ability. I just feel like we shouldn't bother her with such a trivial problem.
இஸ் இட் ப்ரோ
Plus, if the Dendro Archon
முன்னாடி
were
இந்த
to
ஷர்ட்டுக்குலாம் என்ன ப்ரோ ஆச்சு
intervene, then it wouldn't feel like our victory was earned.
That's true. Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight. That's true.
I'll try to think of something. We can't just let everyone suffer and what to do, what to do.
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your shows somewhere else? Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help out. That also...
A debate? Huh.
Oh! If we can prove to Inaya's father that the Academia's position
Appa
doesn't
ennachu,
hold
bro?
water, then they won't have a reason to
I see. Defeating him in
அதனால
a
நல்லா உங்களுக்கு
debate.
பிடிச்ச ஷர்ட் தூக்கி போட்டு போங்க ப்ரோ.
It's a good idea, but
அடுத்தவங்க நம்ம எப்படி
which one of
பார்க்கறாங்கன்னு
us
நம்ம
could
யோசிக்க
hope to
வேண்டியதே
win
இல்ல.
against a researcher?
சிலர் சொல்லுங்க eat for you, dress for others.
No. I'm the literal worst at arguments. I can't debate.
Nilu, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much about protecting the theater.
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
Paimon'll help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself.
Exactly.
Thanks, you two.
சந்தீப் வெளியோட அட்வைஸ் கேட்டுக்கோ.
All right. I've decided.
யார் என்ன கேக்குறான்னு
Even though I may
பாத்துக்கோ. கேட்டா
fail,
வில்பிக்கு
I'll do
போட்டோ
my very
கட்டு
best for
DSP
everyone's
எனக்கு
sake.
தெரிஞ்சவங்க தான் சொல்லி காட்டிரு.
That's our Nilu. We're rooting for you.
Okay. Let's head back and tell everyone what we came up with.
என்ன ஆப்ஜெக்டிவ்?
Trying to best the academia in a debate is attempting the
வில்பி அந்த
impossible.
கெட்டப்ல நம்ம எப்பாவது சும்மா ஸ்கூலுக்கெல்லாம் அந்த
Really
கெட்டப்
want
செட்
to
ஆகாதியா?
try? I won't stop you. It's not like our situation.
I don't think it's entirely
நம்ம எப்ப
hopeless.
அடுத்தவங்கள பத்தி கவலைப்படலையோ அப்பதான் அந்த
Nilu's
கெட்டப்.
approach will come off as naive, but things might turn out
அவன்
differently
ஸ்கூல்ல
from
அவனுக்கு
what
கிரஷ்
you
வேற
expect.
இருக்கு. அவங்க கிரஷ் இம்ப்ரெஸ் பண்ற மாதிரி ஏதாவது ஒரு கெட்டப் சொல்லு.
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No, sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate to reality. I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilu. If you need my help, just say the word.
அரே யார் அவன உள்ள தூக்கி வச்சிராங்கயா. அது சதீபா உள்ள தள்ளறதுக்குலாம் ஐடியாலாம் சொல்லி கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்க.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the academia that we have some fight in us.
Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot
Not to rain on your parade, but my father is a real hard guy to deal with. He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic. You all already knew that. But when all's said and done, aren't you hurting her?
That's enough, Inaya.
Sorry, I've ruined the mood.
சந்தீப் are you for real man?
I just
அவன்
can't force
birthday
myself
shoot
to
னா என்னன்னு உனக்கு
expect a positive
தெரியலையாடா?
outcome. Nilu shouldn't have to push
Okay.
herself for the sake of an impossible goal.
Yeah, it's way too early to give up.
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being
பெஸ்ட்
skeptical
ஃபார்மல்ஸ்
might
அவன்
actually
சொன்னான்ல
be the
plain
more
shirt.
normal response.
ஃபார்மல்ஸ்ல போறது தான் பெஸ்ட்.
But I still want to try. I'm reluctant
சின்ன
to just let
பசங்களுக்குலாம் மொக்கையா
Super Theater
தெரியும்.
go.
பட் நாங்கெல்லாம் சீரியஸா ஒரு பிசினஸ் மீட்டிங்லாம் போறோம்னா ஃபுல்லா ஃபார்மல்ஸ்
And it's
தான்.
not just
ஃபுல்
me.
ஃபார்மல்ஸ். ஆனா
I
வித்அவுட்
think
டை.
everyone else here feels the same way.
அத போட்டா தான் கொஞ்சம் அது போட்டா
If we're
கோட் இருந்தாலும்
unhappy,
அது போட்டா கரெக்டா
We
இருக்கும்.
should speak
என்ன
up
வில்பி?
and let our voices be heard. Say what's on your mind and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have any regrets. I mean, after all, The only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very
I understand what you're trying to say. I also have my own intense feelings of anger and regret.
Then, could I trouble you to... You can still get in touch with your family. Yes. Then,
ஆதித்ரக்கு எனக்கு
please
எதுவுமே
help us
தந்தது
pass
இல்ல.
on my request.
அதுவும் H.
I've never participated in a debate.
GF இல்ல.
and
Yes,
truth be
GF
told,
னு சொல்லிருந்தானா கரெக்ட்டா
But
இருந்திருக்கும்.
since we've decided on a debate,
அதுவும் எத்தனை
I'll do
வருஷம்
my
முன்னாடி?
best to prepare for it.
எத்தனை வருஷம் ஆச்சு
I'll
நம்ம சீரியஸா
gather
யோசிச்சு
everyone's
பார்க்கும்போது
thoughts
1
and let
2
them be known
3
to all during the debate.
3 வருஷம் ஆச்சுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். 3 4 சரியா தெரியல.
I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father. But what about the entire theater combined?
டேய் தியேட்டர் மாதிரி நடிக்காதடா பக்கி.
Right.
That's right, Miss Nilu.
Beat the bad
ஏமாடி நீ வேற. ஆக்சுவலி என்னோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஃபேவரட் ஷோ வந்து எக்ஸ்மென் சீரிஸ் தான் யா. அந்த சூப்பர் பவர்ல வந்தது. அதுக்கு அடுத்து அயன்மேன்
We're
சீரிஸ்.
getting into a fight.
ஆனா அயன்மேன் சீரிஸ் வந்து கார்ட்டூன் வந்து ரொம்ப குவாலிட்டி ரொம்ப டிஃபரெண்டா இருந்துச்சு அந்த டைம்.
Well said back there, Nilu.
I felt that I might have said...
No one is allowed to.
Watch out, Mr. Big.
Anyway, we've been...
I've gained all. Inaya was right. It's true that I couldn't bear to bring down Nilu. It wasn't out of pity or anything, though.
அரே
After all, Nilu was the
நம்ம
one who
இப்ப
bravely
சந்தோஷமா
stepped up
சுத்திட்டு
and
இருக்கோமா
proposed
அவ்வளவுதான்
I'd be
நமக்கு
a
வேணும்.
terrible person if I spoke badly of Nilu without doing anything to help. She knows better than any of us how difficult this path will be.
I didn't that reminded me of my younger years. Back then, I can't do things like that and
Sorry.
அரே சின்ன பசங்க எல்லாம் இதுல இருக்காங்கயா. டபுள் மீனிங்ல போயிட போகுதியா. நீ சிங்கிள் மீனிங்ல சொல்றான்னு எனக்கு புரியுது.
we wouldn't be.
Are you trapped?
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here, the most important thing about an experience is how you choose to. I can choose to believe that my
milk ready
even if
பண்ணு
this theater disappears, and good and bad are all human-made concepts. It all
உனக்கான
depends
இது
on how we choose
நம்ம
to
இங்கிலீஷ்
see
அந்த
things.
broken இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுறதுக்கு ஆரம்பிச்ச பத்தி அத சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு வார்னிங் தந்துட்டு ஆரம்பி.
You have a point.
Nilu, I know how important Zubair Theater is to you. But you don't have to be so nervous.
Well, thank you, Miss...
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery.
You're too kind. All right, I gotta cheer up.
Good.
ஓகே இது ஒரு நாட் இருக்கும். அடுத்து யாரா இருக்கும்? இவங்க ரெண்டு வரும்.
This just came out of nowhere.
Beats me. Everyone.
ஐயோ நீலு வரலையே. சரி.
This just came out of nowhere. What'll happen
கொக்கா
next?
மில்க்லாம் இல்லை. சரி கொக்கோடா கொக்கானி ஆக்குனாடே. கொக்கோடா கொக்கோ அல்லது சாக்கோ. அது சாக்கோக்கு CH வரும்.
Beats me. Everyone else must also be at a loss.
Mr. Zubair, we're trying to...
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong, and they know it. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years. I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. Yes, I know. But if I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my duty. In summary, you need sufficient confidence and strict adherence to the rules. And as long as you double down on that point and force them to concede it, you'll gain an advantage.
All right, got it.
I've seen many situations. While you prepare for the debate, I will also prepare the theater for the
சந்தீப் நீ
potential
சொல்ல வரது எனக்கு
aftermath.
புரியல.
Once
நான்
you're
தான்
done chatting,
நீ சொல்ல வரத நான் தப்பா ரீட் பண்ணி காமெடி ஆயிட
Do
போகுது.
we really have to?
right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. Nilu, you are incredible. With your talent and you...
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I truly love this place. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and more like her.
அதுதான் தெரியுதுடா ப்ரோ. சரிடா.
Her?
ஒரு ஆள்கிட்ட பேசணுமா?
My teacher. She was an excellent dancer.
Paimon doesn't really.
So, you've already developed some prejudices.
Oh, Paimon will listen to that.
Although, I know not. What do you think?
Oh, this again.
We probably do need to tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the arts. I don't know how to explain it, but all I know is that when my performance makes the audience happy, I also become very happy. Does that count as a meaning?
You answered him so seriously.
No. Nilu's answer. The meaning of art comes not from its create. In other words, only art that can be appreciated by others will impart its essence and value upon the minds of its audience. This is something that the academia can never understand. I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom and knowledge. However, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I understood. I began to question what it truly meant for art to be understood at all. I found that I could comprehend even the most complex and sophisticated of works, and yet somehow that provided me with little solace. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater and watched one of...
It was that life-changing.
Everyone here had a joyous part, in all honesty, from a purely...
Hey, don't say...
But what bewildered me was I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art was never what I truly want. I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater. For this is where art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or entertaining, if art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
When you put it that way, Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's orders to change. To put it simply, we were afraid that our shows would lose their meaning if people couldn't understand them.
I once stood in the spotlight, but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I enjoy today. I care not for where my feet may take me next. But Nilu, you already you cannot give it up.
I understand.
Dust the cobwebs of...
You seem to care a lot about the theater.
Once you get to know him,
You're here. Is the theater at...
He's been worried sick.
Hey, you...
yes.
What the heck? That came with...
They're messing with...
Don't tell me you'll have...
Come on.
Yeah...
There's no need to... If I win, We might be.
Really? Mine too.
Yeah.
Good thing they have the...
Yeah, they need to touch more Exactly.
Don't worry. Everyone here has your back.
Right. If they don't believe that,
Maybe you can prepare.
ignore him. No matter what.
Thank you all so.
There are always more solutions.
Gotta show
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thought. Abby, have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilu. Miss Inaya isn't back yet.
இல்லையா ஸ்காலர்லாம் ஏன் லூஸ் மாதிரி பேசுகிறாங்கன்னு கேட்டு சொன்னதுக்கா
Wasn't she just passing on a
அது
message?
எப்பவுமே அப்படிதான் ஓர யோசிக்கிறவங்க
Traveler, Paimon,
ஒரு
I think I messed up big time. What if Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably thinks that.
Oh, right.
She has a long. She doesn't think that we can win the debate.
And then she just quit.
Exactly. Anyway, first things first.
But where should we...
I think I might know. Before I brought her to... If she has nowhere else...
Then let's go take a...
Yes.
போடா
Next on the agenda.
அவ்வளோ தூரமா இந்த பக்கத்தில் இருக்கு டெலிபோர்ட் ரியல் லைஃப்ல எடுத்துட்டாங்க நல்லாயிருக்கும்
Next on the agenda.
There are signs that someone had stayed here very...
But we can't confirm if it was Inaya or... Let's take a look around. Did you hear that?
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
Let's investigate.
It sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Yes, we're almost there.
Stay back! It's Inaya! She's being attacked by wild animals!
Inaya, don't be scared. We're coming to help.
இன்னும் வருதா வா மாடி அடி பரவாயில்ல சாவே செத்துட்டே அரே மிங்கி இங்கே என்ன பண்ணிக்கிட்டோம் இருக்காய்
There weren't so many big animals in this area before. Sorry.
Why did you leave? You really don't think we have a chance at winning the debate?
No. Everything happened because of...
Yeah! Everyone's working together!
It's all right if it's me. You guys are the kindest people I've ever...
Listen to me. Even if you were the reason that all of this
happened,
happened, no one... Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us. So that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilu, you can't win a debate
Hey!
against the academia.
Time is 7:03 guys. நான் 7:15 close பண்ணனும். எவ்வளவு முடிக்க பாப்போம் guys.
He's always
நாளைக்கு
tried my but he's
நாளைக்கு
still
Thursday இல்ல.
no gene.
நாளைக்கு மார்க்கெட்ல
So that's why
வீக்லி
you went
கான்ட்ராக்ட்
head
முடியற டே
first.
சோ கொஞ்சம் பிஸியா இருக்கும் வாய்ப்பே
I
இல்ல
thought that I thought
ஆக்கம் கஷ்டத்தை ஆரம்பிச்சது பண்ணிக்கலாமான்னு
I
யோசிச்சேன்
was
வேற ஒண்ணும்
tired
இல்ல.
of him yell but
ஃப்ரைடே
you
மார்னிங்
think
வந்து
he
விளையாட
should-
முடியும்.
I forgot how long I'd cried for. They
Mark
argued for
question guys,
such a...
namukku meaning.
I've completely given up. I don't think you can beat him in a debate. He he just wants everything to... But we share...
It sounds like you're...
I understand. But when we were preparing...
ஐயோ நான் கவனிக்கலையே.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to...
Art must first be appreciated.
No. Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the... Mr. Zubair has been meticulous... Everyone is free to appreciate art. No. There should be something else that's more...
Summit conclusion.
Miss Raykar has... Although she ran it, she told me that the... I can sympathize with those unhappy experiences. Don't let your past suffer.
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
Best is best. Exactly, guys. Fast, not fast.
When I ran away from home, but you're right.
Maybe you'll disappoint him. Don't let go of the...
That's right.
You're right. I'm not trying to meet his I can't afford to lose anything more. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's right. Come on.
Let's go. I know him very well.
All right.
இங்கேருந்தே ஓடி போயிடலாமா? சரி, ஆப்போசிட் சைடில் போகிறோம்டா பிகிலே, அந்த பக்கம். இதுக்குள்ள ஏதாவது இருக்கோம் கைஸ், போகிறோம் பார்ப்போம். ஒன்றும் உங்கள் கூட இப்போ நான் மல்லுக்கிட்ட வரலாம், அப்புறம் செமுருவை தனியாக இருந்து சுற்றி பார்க்குறேன். இங்கே தான் அந்த காட் டாக் இருக்கும். ஹாய் ஷாக், உன்னை மட்டும் தான் பேர் வச்சுருக்காங்க, அதான் உன்னை பேர் சொல்லி கூப்பிட்றேன். guys கரெக்டாக 9:15க்கு கேம் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணுற மாதிரி தான் பிளானு. ஸோ
it is something of a luxury, but I love listening to the rain from the...
Good morning. Looks like you're awake. Yep.
I prepared some breakfast today.
It's well, now that I've recovered and Paimon bets they're on.
இது ஆர்கான் கொஸ்டின் நினைக்கிறேன்.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter. Oh, it's we're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Cyno's as heroes of Sumeru.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing. Sometimes I'm really envious of strong and confident people like you.
Is that so, Coley?
You're embarrassing me.
Anyway, let's go to...
Oh, before you leave, be sure to...
இங்கே தான் நிற்கிறானா? சிக்னார்.
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my forest.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual. The withering is one example, though it won't spread it.
By the way, we have some good news. Cyno got his position back.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Huh? You mean he was already here?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were...
Then you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast?
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Cyno?
Perhaps. Or, alternate...
Come to think of it, Cyno doesn't seem like the type who'd...
surprise party,
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh?
Well, technically
Very
speaking,
important point,
they are
Mana.
former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidia forest, and...
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom. As a result, work has increased for the...
That sounds really...
There is nothing we can do, really, but that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand.
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out.
You've recovered well. You may...
Yay! Will do!
எவ்வளோ தூரம்? 500 மீட்டர் அப் அண்ட் ரிப்போர்ட் தான். மறக்கக்கூடாது அதை முடிக்கிறதுக்கு.
Oh, the sun's out. When did that happen?
ஒரு நாள் கருப்பே. ஹாய் ஹாய் ஹாய். வெளியே போயிருந்தியா? ஓகே ஓகே. நீ கரெக்டாக 7:15க்கு ஸ்ட்ரீம் முடிக்க வேண்டியதாக இருக்கும். 7:15 7:20 முடிப்பேன். ஏன்னா 7:30 கிளாஸ் இருக்குது நீ வெனஸ்டே. ஸோ as you all know வெனஸ்டே கொஞ்சம் பிஸியாக இருப்பேன்.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time.
So no worries.
Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our...
Oh, it'll be fine.
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Paimon.
We got your letters, so here we are!
You're the best. The other guy...
Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived?
Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of trend. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity, after all.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think Nilu is an absolute favorite among Master Zubair. Let's have a vote for...
Nonsense! It is not for us to determine the value of an audience, but indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb...
Ooh, good idea.
Camera spelling
You guys are so...
There's always a lot going on at the Grand...
Yeah. And that traveler in Paimon? Could you help confirm if for some reason they didn't receive the letter?
Yeah. We can also check out how everything in...
As for Sino, I'm not too sure about Ramon's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with... As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid...
Okay, got it. Let's go, traveler.
Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
Nadi. நடந்து கரெக்டாக தானே போயிட்டுருக்கோம். கரெக்டாக தான் போயிட்டுருக்கோம். காய்ஸ் கரெக்டாக 7:15 நான் கட் பண்ணிடுறேன். ஏன்னா அப்போ தான் நான் அடுத்த கிளாஸுக்கு ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிவிட்டு எடுக்க முடியும் பசங்களுக்கு. ஏன்னா ஒவ்வொருத்தருக்கும் ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்பீடில் இருப்பாங்க, ஒவ்வொருத்தருக்கும் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக டீச் பண்ணுறதா. ஸோ கொஞ்சம் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணணும் ஒவ்வொரு கிளாஸுக்கு முன்னாடியும். அதில் காமெடி தெரியுமா, சில டைம் இது நல்லா ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணி வச்சுருப்பான் உங்களுக்கு இந்த சாங் எப்படியாவது நான் வாசிக்க வச்சிருக்கலாம் நீ. பட் அவன் கிளாஸுக்கு வந்திருக்க மாட்டான். அதான் வேறு லெவலில் இருக்கும்.
Hey there! Have you seen Al-Haytham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Al-Haytham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to find... But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today.
Oh? Who else was...
Mr. Cavey was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. And now you two are here. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way! We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
Okay.
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
எங்கடா இருக்கானே? வந்து குதிங்க அப்படிலாம் ஒரு இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷனும் வராது. அடுத்த
Oh,
கேரக்டர்.
Hatham should be around here somewhere, right?
Okay guys, it seems it's time. நான் இந்த சீன்ல கரெக்டா கட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். நாளைக்கு இதுல இருந்தே கண்டினியூ பண்ணுவோம். Okay guys. ஓகே காய்ஸ், கேமை கட் பண்ணிட்டேன். இனிமேல் நாளைக்கு தானே? ஆமாம், நாளைக்கு தான். நாளைக்கு இந்த இடத்துலேருந்தே கண்டினியூ பண்ணுவோம். அடுத்து புது பேனர். இந்த பேனரில் விஷ் பண்ணுற பிளானே இல்லை. ஸோ அதுக்கு அடுத்த பேனருக்கு தான் சேவ் பண்ணணும். அடுத்த பேனர் என்ன வருது ஆக்சுவலி? ஓகே, எனக்கும் தெரில. ஓகே காய்ஸ், see you tomorrow. பை பாய். நைட் பப்ஜி. அடுத்த பேனர் கானிவா இல்லையா? போன பேனருக்கு முந்தின பேனர். ஓ, வெய்ஷு. ஓகே, டன் காட் இட். ஓகே காய்ஸ், நைட் பப்ஜி இருக்கும். இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருந்துன்னா வாங்க. see you tomorrow. பை பாய் அண்ட் குட் நைட்.